Good day everyone, I am Harvey Termisi B. Bazar from Group 8 and today we will talk about stem cell therapy. This presentation will explore the fascinating world of stem cells and their potential in medicine. We'll start by diving deep into what stem cells are and where they're found in our bodies. We'll see how these remarkable cells replace the damaged cells and become any type of cells and offer a continuously supply of new cells. We'll also explore the different types of stem cells and from those found in embryos to those residing in adults. By understanding these remarkable cells, we can unlock new possibilities for healing and regeneration. And now, I will give the floor to Miss Kitlin Adaya. Miss Kitlin.
Good day everyone, I am Katie Lynn Adaya and today we'll be exploring the fascinating world of stem cells. These unique cells have incredible potential to change the landscape of medical science and treatment. Let's dive in and understand what stem cells are and their uses in modern medicines. First, what are stem cells are? This inner cell mass from a blastocyst. These stem cells can become any tissue in the body. For example, neuron, chondrocyte, enterocytes, red blood cells, muscle, fat, or epithelial cells. The inner cell mass is a group of cells inside the blastocyst and early stage of embryo development. These cells are pluripotent, meaning they have the potential to differentiate into any cell type in the body. This includes neurons, which is nerve cells, chondrocytes, which is cartilage cells, enterocytes, which is intestinal cells, red blood cells, muscle cells, fat cells, and epithelial cells. Because they can develop into any type of cell, they play a critical role in the formation of all tissues and organs in the body. So, stem cells are unique cells that have the ability to differentiate into a specialized cells with specific functions. Under the right conditions in the body or in a laboratory setting, stem cells can divide to produce more cells called daughter cells. When a stem cell divides, each daughter cell has two possible outcomes. It's either remain a stem cell and continue the process of self-renewal, or it can differentiate into a specialized cell type such as muscle cell, red blood cell, or brain cell. This flexibility makes stem cells important for growth, development, and tissues repair in the body. And also, stem cells can replace damaged cells. The earliest cells provide a continuous supply of new cells and a therapeutic method. Stem cells can be found in both embryonic organisms and adult organisms. But first is stem cells in the embryonic organisms are present in the inner cell mass of the blastocyst, which then differentiate into all other cells in the body. So this first organism, which is the stem cells, are located in the inner cell mass of the blastocyst, an early stage in development. These stem cells are pluripotent, meaning they have the ability to differentiate into any type of cell in the body. This differentiation leads to the formation of all tissues and organs during embryonic development. Second, stem cells in adults, however, are localized to specific areas within the body. Example, in the bone marrow and the gonads. In adults, stem cells are found in specific areas within the body, such as the bone marrow and the gonads. Or in another term, which is ovaries and testes. Unlike embryonic stem cells, adult stem cells are multipotent or tissue-specific, meaning they can only differentiate into a limited range of cell types within their specific tissue or organs. These adult stem cells play a crucial role in maintaining and repairing tissues throughout an individual's life, ensuring the body's continued function and healthy. So now let's discuss the stem cell characteristics and properties. First is unspecialized or undifferentiated or blank cells. All stem cells are present as a mass of cells that differentiate later during their period of division. So it means that they have not yet developed into a specific cell type and remain in an immature state. All stem cells exist as a mass of cells that differentiate later during the division process. The second one is proliferation and renewal. Stem cells of all origins are capable of dividing and renewing themselves for a long period of time. These cells undergo a period of cell proliferation while preserving the undifferentiated state. So these stem cells from all origin are capable of dividing and renewing themselves for extended periods. So next is differentiation. Have the potential to give rise to specialized cells that together make up different tissue types. These cells can either be pluripotent or multipotent. Stem cells have the potential to give rise to specialized cells that form different tissue types in the body. It is depending on their origin and type, and also they can be either pluripotent or multipotent. So now I will be discussing the types of stem cells. First is totipotency cell. It is the ability to differentiate into cell lineages from all three germ layers, which is mesoderm, endoderm, and ectoderm, including placenta cell. This type of stem cell is more focused in all cells type. Next is pluripotent cell. It is the ability to differentiate into cells from all three germ layers with the exemption of placenta. This type of cell, it is more focused on all germs layer. Next is multipotent cell. It is the ability to differentiate into a limited number of types from one germ layer, while this is a limited types from one germ layer. And lastly is unipotent cell. It is the ability to produce cells of their own type. This type of cell is focuses on same types. They produce cells in their own types. So now, what is stem cell therapy? It is also known as regenerative medicine, promotes the repair response of diseased, dysfunctional, or injured tissue using stem cells or their derivatives. It is the next chapter in organ transplantation and uses cells instead of donor organs, which are limited in supply. So, stem cell therapy is an innovative medical approach that promotes the repair and regeneration of damaged tissues using stem cells. By using stem cells, it aims to repair damaged tissues, promote tissue regeneration, reduce the need for donor organs, and lastly, minimize the risk of rejection. So now the last one that I will discuss is the uses of stem cells. The first uses is tissue regeneration. It is probably the most important use of stem cells, offering a solution to the shortage of donor organs and revolutionizing transplantation. So it could lead to regenerating damaged tissues, and it is in the example of it is kidneys, and may help overcome the shortage of donor organs. And then the next one is cardiovascular disease treatment. The researchers from Massachusetts General Hospital created blood vessels in laboratory mice using human stem cells, forming blood perfused vessels of high quality within 2 weeks and potentially offering new treatment for cardiovascular and vascular diseases. So, using human stem cells, scientists have been able to create blood vessels in laboratory mice. This technique could potentially be applied to treat people with cardiovascular and vascular diseases by creating new blood vessels. And then the third one is brain disease treatment. Doctors may use replacement cells and tissues to treat brain diseases like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's by differentiating embryonic stem cells into the relevant cell types, offering promising treatment options. So, the researchers are exploring how to differentiate stem cells into the type of cells found in the brain, offering potential new therapies. And then the last one, blood disease treatment. Hematopoietic stem cells are used in medical treatment for diseases like leukemia, sickle, sickle cell anemia, and immunodeficiency disorders. These stem cells are found in blood and bone marrow and can differentiate into various blood cell types, including red blood cells for oxygen transport and white blood cells for immune defense. So this treatment, adult hematopoietic stem cells found in blood and bone marrow are already used to treat blood diseases such as leukemia, sickle cell anemia, and immunodeficiency disorders. These stem cells can produce various blood cell types, providing essential support for these patients.
Good day everyone. So today I will be discussing about the importance of this therapy, the planarians, where do stem cells naturally came from, and donating or harvesting stem cells. So first, let us talk about the importance of stem cells. First, stem cells can replace diseased or damaged cells. Yes, doctors have performed stem cell transplants, also known as bone marrow transplants, for many decades. In hematopoietic stem cell transplants, stem cells replace cells damaged by chemotherapy or disease or serve as a way for the donor's immune system to fight some types of cancer and blood-related diseases. Second is Second is stem cells allow us to study development and genetics. By growing and studying induced pluripotent stem cells in the lab, we can better understand how human bodies grow and develop. This includes exploring what happens to cells during the development of diseases such as cancer or dementia. And the third one is stem cells can be used to test different substances such as drugs and chemicals. Therefore, stem cells are an important new tool for developing unique in vitro model systems to test drugs and chemicals and a potential to predict or anticipate toxicity in humans. Next, we will be discussing about the planarians. Planarians are flatworms that are capable of profound regenerative feats dependent upon a population of self-renewing adult stem cells called neoblasts. Regeneration in planarians offers a paradigm for understanding the molecular and cellular control of the repair and regeneration of animal tissues and could provide valuable insights for the safe use of stem cells to repair damaged, diseased, and aging human tissues with little or no regenerative capacity. Where do stem cells naturally came from? Stem cells originate from two main sources: adult body tissues or adult stem cells and embryos or embryonic stem cells. Scientists are also working on ways to develop stem cells from other cells using genetic reprogramming techniques. Lastly, donating or harvesting stem cells. First, frozen embryos to be used for stem cell research are thawed and cells from the pluripotent inner cell mass is removed and grown in a petri dish in a research laboratory. Under the right conditions, these embryonic stem cells can self-renew, which means they make more of themselves by dividing indefinitely. Bone marrow. These cells are taken under a general anesthetic, usually from the hip or pelvic bone. Technicians then isolate the stem cells from the bone marrow for storage or donation. Peripheral stem cells. A person receives several injections that cause their bone marrow to release stem cells into the blood. Next, blood is removed from the body. A machine separates out the stem cells and doctors return the blood to the body. Umbilical cord blood. Stem cells can be harvested from the umbilical cord after delivery with no harm to the baby. Some people donate the cord blood and others store it. This harvesting of stem cells can be expensive, but the advantages for future needs include two things. The first is the stem cells are easily accessible, and the second one is less chance of transplanted tissue being rejected if it comes from the recipient's own body.
Stem cells research and therapy have stirred ethical, legal, and scientific debates. These are the ethical and social issues such as concerns often revolve around the use of embryonic stem cells as their destruction involves destroying embryos. Concerns about the potential for misuse such as cloning or creating genetically modified humans. Challenges in ensuring the safety and efficacy of stem cell therapies, including the risks of tumors or immune rejection. Concern about the creation and the destruction of human life, as well as the instrumentalization of embryos for medical purposes. Concern about the equitable distribution of stem cell therapies. The issues surrounding stem cells are complex and multifaceted, encompassing ethical, scientific, and societal dimensions. As researchers continue to push the boundaries of the regenerative medicine, it is essential to address these challenges with careful consideration, transparency, and ethical integrity. Only through a nuanced understanding of the issue at hand can we harness the transformative potential of stem cells research, while upholding fundamental values and principles that safeguard human dignity and well-being. The controversies surrounding stem cells mainly revolve around ethical, political, and scientific issues. One of the most significant controversies surrounding stem cells revolves around the use of embryonic stem cells. The controversy arises because obtaining embryonic stem cells typically involves the destruction of human embryos, leading to the ethical debates about the moral status of the embryo and the permissibility of using it for research purposes. In conclusion, the controversy surrounding stem cells underscores the intricate interplay between science, ethics, and society. As researchers continue to push the boundaries of regenerative medicine, it is imperative to navigate these complexities with prudence and foresight, fostering dialogue, transparency, and ethical reflection. Only through a nuanced understanding of the ethical dilemmas and societal implications can we harness the transformative potential of stem cell research while upholding the values and principles that define our humanity.
Thank you for that, Miss Agiman. Stem cell research is indeed a rapidly evolving field with immense potential to revolutionize the medicine. While there's still so much to discover, the possibilities are truly exciting. This presentation just scratched the surface of what stem cell therapy can offer. As research continues, we expect to see even more groundbreaking applications emerge. Thank you everyone for joining us, and thank you for listening us. We also encourage you to learn more about stem cell therapy and its potential impact on the future healthcare. Once again, thank you everyone. We are the Group 8